Alright guys, it's here, the Timney trigger. Sweet little trigger, 3 pound, non-adjustable, but I think it's going to work out great. Getting the AR pretty close to being complete. But from what I'm told, AR just stands for another receipt, so we'll see. I'm going to give you a comparison. Got the Lyman gauge here. We're going to go ahead and see what the stock trigger's coming in at. Alright, see if you guys can see that pretty clearly. First one is 8 pounds, 12 ounces. Wow. I mean, didn't even think it would be that high, but apparently I have heard it's around anywhere from 6 to 8 pounds. We'll go ahead and try that again. A little better that time, 7 pounds, 14 ounces. If you notice, I pulled a little bit towards the bottom of the trigger, and that does affect the trigger pull somewhat. We'll go ahead and see what we get again. And 8.8. So it's going to be around 8 pounds. So what we'll do, we're going to go ahead and install the Timney and put that in there and put the Lyman on it again, test it, and we should be somewhere between 3 and 4 pounds, which will greatly improve accuracy, and it's supposed to be a real crisp break on it. So looking forward to that. Alright, first thing we want to do is disassemble obviously your upper and lower receiver. Basically I took the hand grip out, which was held in by an Allen key. Watch for the little spring. This little spring right here for the hand, make sure you don't lose that. And basically then remove your safety selector switch, and then pop your 2 pins out and you pull the whole other old trigger out, so that you've just got your bare receiver here. This is under spring tension, so make sure you kind of cup it like that so it just don't go flying on you. And then this is the it's a whole complete trigger assembly. It's really simple. It's just totally contained. So what we'll do is slip that right into place here, and then we'll take our pins. You have 2 grooves on these pins here, and then you'll want to put the long ungrooved section part in first. So we'll do that, lock that one in. Same with this guy down below. Okay. Go ahead and release the tension on that. And here's our selector switch. Right here. And you're wanting to give me a little problem already? Alright, sorry. You do have to pull that down first, sorry. Alright, so that's in place. We'll go ahead and line that up. Now I'll put our handle back. Make sure that spring's lined up, which it did. And this is the tricky part, I'll tell you. Starting this. I'm going to stop it so I don't bore you with getting this together. Alright, we got the handguard grip back on. Basically the trigger group's installed. Now what you'll have to do is put 2 set Allen screws, hopefully you guys can see pretty clear, right in here, these 2 little holes here. So you have to pull this little metal spring, this end part of the spring, down and out of the way like thus, so you can set those 2 Allen screws and lock this whole assembly in tight. I'm not going to bore you with while I do this as well, but that's the next step in the equation. Let me get some lights so you guys can see it a little better. Right in here. So I'll go ahead and do that and be right back. Alright guys, that was a little bit tricky, but just end up putting the light and shined it in there and then held that spring back out of the way and set the 2 Allen screws right in the corresponding little slots down there. And what we'll want to do now is just safety check that the actual trigger will work. Perfect. And put it on safe. Alright, we're doing what we're designed to do. Alright, I'm going to put this back together. Real simple, man, as you guys can see. Ain't a whole lot to do to get this trigger in. And we'll take some measurements and see what we ended up with. Alright guys, let's see the difference. She's all back and installed. 3 pound, let's see if we can see that clear. 3 pound, 14 ounces. So we dropped 5 pounds off the trigger. And it's just a clean break now. Wow, very impressed with that. Let me get this a little better so we can see. Go ahead and try her again. Got a real nice clean break on it now. Dumbass, it helps when you let it know you're ready. I really went gentle on that. 2 pound, 13 ounce. Right close to being advertised. That is slick. So that was with a real gentle pull on it. Try that again. £3 pounds on the nose. 3 pounds, 0.8 ounce. Oh man, I can't wait to take this thing to the range and try it out now. That's going to be great. I'll tell you guys, trigger is one of the most important things with accuracy. If there's anything you do, handgun, rifle, where you want to spend your money and be more accurate, the trigger is where you start. You know, optics, you know, on a rifle is huge, but without that smooth, consistent trigger break, it's very difficult to get extreme accuracy. And that's really what I'm after with this M&P. So I'm pleased with that. We'll have to take her to the range and try her out. I'll see you guys around.